Urgent, G-Men fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest Big Blue news. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Giants have inquired about Eagles star tight end via trade. The New York Giants are still hunting for offensive firepower, and according to Jordan Rannon of ESPN, they've turned their attention to a familiar face from within the NFC. East Philadelphia Eagles tight end Dallas Goedert. With a need for reliable pass catchers and some uncertainty in their current tight end group, the Giants are reportedly exploring the possibility of bringing in the 30-year-old veteran to stabilize the position and add another layer to their offense. Goedert would bring experience and versatility. Goedert has quietly been one of the most consistent and sure-handed tight ends in the NFL since entering the league in 2018. He played a key role in multiple Super Bowl runs with the Eagles and remains one of the more well-rounded players at the position. In 2024, he caught 59 passes for 701 yards and 3 touchdowns while boasting an impressive 83.1 reception rate. He's not just a safety valve, has a reliable target in the short to intermediate passing game with enough athleticism to create mismatches against linebackers and safeties. On top of that, he's a quality blocker, which would be especially valuable in head coach Brian Daboll's offense, one that leans on tight ends to contribute in both phases of the game. Cap considerations and contract status. Goedert is heading into the final year of a 4-year, $57 million deal and carries an $76 million cap hit for the upcoming season. For a cap-conscious Eagles team entering a draft rich in tight end talent, the idea of moving on and resetting with a rookie makes some sense, especially if they can recoup a mid-round pick. The Giants, on the other hand, have Daniel Bellinger and second-year Theo Johnson in-house. While Bellinger has flashed as a blocker and occasional receiver, he hasn't solidified himself as a true TE1. Johnson flashed legit upside toward the end of his rookie season. If the Giants were to acquire Goedert, he'd step in as the clear top option, giving their passing game a proven weapon. Johnson would likely move into a TE2 role, and Bellinger could become trade bait or fall into a depth position. A logical fit for a team in need, this move would signal a clear intent to give Russell Wilson more stability and reliability over the middle of the field. The Giants have struggled to find rhythm and consistency in their passing attack, and Goedert's experience and dependability could provide just that. The division rivalry might complicate things, but if the Eagles are serious about a soft reset at the position, the Giants could be in the right place at the right time to capitalize. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Big Blue news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Giants targeting trade for $57 million star from division rival. The New York Giants continue to look for ways to boost their offense for Russell Wilson and potentially a yet-to-be-acquired QB of the future. One option is to improve at tight end, and there's a solution within the NFC East. Division rival Philadelphia might trade Dallas Goedert this offseason. If they do, the Giants want in. ESPN's Jordan Rannon reported on Instagram Live on Tuesday night that New York has looked into Goedert. Goedert, 30, is entering the final year of a 4-year, $57 million deal. The tight end battled injuries in 2024, but he came through clutch in the playoffs. In his 7-year NFL career, all with Philadelphia, Goedert has caught 24 TDs. Every year since his second season, Goedert has averaged at least 40 receiving yards per game. Philadelphia could look to gain a draft asset as Goedert goes into the final year of his deal. Grant Calcaterra would likely have to step in as the starting TE, barring a draft selection. It would be a bit unexpected for sure, but maybe the Eagles wouldn't actually mind Goedert being on the worst team in their division. He winds up being not that much threat then. That wouldn't be fun for Goedert, though. Coming off a Super Bowl win, he and the rest of the Eagles surely want to chase another. Joe Schoen wouldn't doubt Travis Hunter, latest on Abdul Carter evaluation. Joe Schoen wouldn't doubt that Travis Hunter can play both ways. He also thinks there will be no pause for Abdul Carter's injury check. The general manager spoke in detail about the 2 highest-graded prospects, according to most media outlets, during his pre-draft press conference on Wednesday at the Quest Diagnostics Training Center. Let's start with Hunter, who stamped himself in college football history by winning the Heisman Trophy, Bednarik Award, Lot Impact Trophy, Biletnikoff Award, and Hornung Award. The final one on that list is given to the most versatile player in college football. Fittingly, he was the first repeat winner in the award's history. Now comes the question of whether he can play both wide receiver and cornerback in professional football. A lot of times, if these guys can't catch or can't play receiver, then they get moved to DB. This guy can do it all, Schoen said. Also, he's a great kid. It would be hard to keep him off the field. He's motivated to play both ways. Again, you're always worried about the length of the season with the NFL 17 games and training camp. If he gets hurt doing something that he's not doing full-time, you're going to kick yourself. But he's a unique athlete that I think will be able to do both. Hunter has made his intentions clear. He wants to do both. The players ask us that all the time, Schoen said. How do you see me fit with your organization? Travis is a unique individual. Dab's Brian Daboll said it at the owners' meetings. You've got to watch a lot of plays on him. He's fun to watch. It's unique, the ball skills, the route ability, and also the ability to go to the other side and play corner. You don't see that very often. Another layer to the debate is the state of the Giants' wide receiver cores and secondary, which they see as strengths. We're in a unique position that we have 3 good receivers and we like our secondary right now, Schoen said. So our situation will be unique. I would not be afraid to play him on both sides of the ball. Schoen added, I think it would be difficult, but he's proven that he can do it and be available. That's the unique part. You're always concerned with these. Guys, we're looking at the workload and the yardage each day. To me, what will have to be settled is the mental part of it, because the offense is very hard to learn. And then the defense on a weekly basis, it's not college anymore where, hey, these are our basic plays. This is our basic defense. We're going to play cover 3 against Kansas. We're going to play cover 3 against Nebraska. There's a lot more week-to-week matchup type stuff that our coaches are doing. Just how much can you handle mentally where you can go out there and execute and they can trust you to do your job? Physically, I wouldn't doubt the kid. Now let's get to Carter, the only player ranked above Hunter on Daniel Jeremiah's top 50 list. Carter said at the NFL Scouting Combine that his goal was to go first overall, and he was probably about 90% back from a late-season shoulder injury, which he played through as the Nittany Lions made it to the semifinals of the college football playoff. But that wasn't the only news he made from Indianapolis in late February. A medical check showed a stress reaction in his foot. 2 months later, Schoen doesn't seem concerned. We have that meeting tomorrow with Senior Vice President, Medical Services Head Athletic Trainer Ronnie Barnes and his crew, Schoen said. Well, have some more information. We've been in contact. He was here on Friday. It was pretty well reported. He feels good. He's working out. He's running. Didn't even know he had it. He went to the combine, and it was news to him. I don't think there's going to be much room for pause there. Schoen also won't think twice about potentially adding him to a defensive front that already includes Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Dexter Lawrence. Everybody watched the Super Bowl, right? Schoen said. Philly rushed with how many? 4 the whole game? That's one way to do it. If you think about any of these players that may or may not be in the mix, as a unique player like him that played off the ball for 2 years and has only played 1 season off the edge and had a really good season. You've got Kayvon and you've got Burns, you've got Dex inside. It gives you a lot of options. He's a versatile player, he's young, just 21 years old, and an exciting player to watch. Yeah, you can't have enough pass rushes. But where would he fit? We would find a way, he said. It's no different than with Travis Hunter. You've got a first-round corner, and we just brought in Paulson Adebo. We've got 3 receivers, you figure it out. You've got good football players, you figure out. And now, G-Men fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Big Blue. I'll be back any moment with more Big Blue news. J-E-T-S. Jets. 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 Let's go. Giants.